Na me go beach, come to two beach, Bola beach, me refinity. Because much nyame no, nyame ne buy me water kesepa ni biniom ne castro no. Ya funny face the castro kosia wo wana woman no. Funny face one kanenu masema ne ho ntone da. Na bani se wa mi ye won wan panya mecho wan ka wonu masa won ho nto won ta aware de ebebo won You
know what it is? The children president, aka Kaswa Van Dam, and you are watching Pinax TV. You know how we do.
This Nanaboro.
All right, so this will come as a shock to a lot of people, but Serwaa Amehe again is in the news now. Abna Kokwa Bekanin, this time around she's telling us she's not mad. But she has a message from the underwater's world, and that's the world at the under the sea. If we are see or message, the message ni say Serwaa Amehe or mako dibo ni bi masa abone no Serwaa Amehe wan kan enum nsem ampa chawa aware friend aware onyi bi. Aside from that too, Serwaa Amehe will continue to suffer consequences like because our LeakTape hereby will lose a lot of brand ambassadorial deals. One person Serwaa Amehe MC or programs will be again station cry or on station temporarily, they've relieved her of her duties. And you know, the godmother Nana Abanamwa. Now, what is really shocking is that Nana Abanamwa could be 50 years. She has never married before. Again, Serwaa Amehe, we understand Serwaa Amehe or Babako, but also unworried that. And apparently, a patch say these two people they want to marry, but su ne baino and koyi enutana omonya den omunyawa because of something they've done. What they've done, there was spiritual implications. Now, Minoka saying we have various updates for you. Papa bebre. But Obia Babe Kasa, Nipa Sisi or Babe Kasana or no sort no abetun same way patch Serwaa Amehe unti asem we ye. She has to do certain things and son and Hobertono because in some way, of course, no be a Canadian but come say where this thing is going, it has some spiritual implications to it. But before then, I be call in some years and nipe yakan or no so ni post about daily graphic crack one say Serwaa Amehe it would be better for you to follow what this particular man on the screens is saying. Me no can say new picture a release here I confirm say medical catcher will say there was something be a course so some 3 SOME, 3 SAM, and a 3 SOM, meaning SUM, and a SOME, meaning or the 3. Now the SOM, a can one, medical said 3 SOMB a course. Now, that 3 SOM, a or no FELLA, and a lady B, your friend, no, said then one are they meet body because of a medical so finish so no, I will O2 London a bar. Obey all the fact that because here no I say on a fella maka for multimatite and this particular picture a leaky on social media man forecast okay so medical knows what he's talking about. Was it that particular day sebi omkoye sa 3 SOME and a mucha picture we was a hotel na medical eka one sem nana. Well, I'll give you details into that but answer no I told you say before froso ababe kasa nipa ordinary no aba between same we are all the caution comma Serwaa Amehe no nipa no or counselor ne din a ye de friend no e wo krom ha say no or counselor nipa me can say Frank Edem Adofoli na dia na Frank Edem Adofoli can daily graphic or my report the day they say Serwaa for you to be liberated from your sins you need to do what this particular counselor is saying, world renowned counselor what he say now Ediana a counselor Adofoli Frank Edem Adofoli can or say Serwaa Amehe's reputation will die if she doesn't own up to her mistakes. Listen, Serwaa Amehe's reputation will die if she doesn't own up to her mistakes. So Serwaa strategy on Nana Abanamwa you say we are going to offset the problem near the Achiche Henry because Henry and no there 1 year me and I'm taking video me and I'm sending a better mistake is Henry. Akwai se okuta vessel anahuta kusia if you say sure now see they be nipa no de kusuan ma on the show. It doesn't make sense. You need to own up to your mistakes and the first step to liberation and self-healing is owning up to your mistake, looking into the mirror and says I did a mistake, I fucked up, I'm going to change, I'm going to be a new being. we ena a year counselor Edem Adofoli Eka. But as to say a year in Yaba Serwaa me, she's going to heed onto this particular advice and do what the counselor is saying there. We don't know. But the counselor too had more words for her. Yenko T in Sema counselor no Eddie to Jaman for say a word to the wise is indeed in there.
Those of you who really matters so much to you, believe matters so much to you. Oh, I'm a Christian. I can't end up with somebody who is not a Christian. I'm a Muslim. I can't end up with somebody who is not a Muslim. I don't have premarital sex. I can't end up with somebody who asks for premarital sex. Start with you. What are your value, your core value? What are the things that means so much to you? These are the things that defines you. Take piece of paper and pen, list this value, write them down. Just don't have them at the back of mind. Oh, I know myself, and that's the end. No, you need to write them down. Writing them defines it. So take a piece of paper, write these values. What define who you are? What are the things you cannot negotiate? Here are some things you can't negotiate. You can't break. Some people say, oh, if I'm dating, I don't sleep out. But to you, these are your values. Someone who is coming to you doesn't even know those are your values. They're coming to your life and they think, oh, dating, you can sleep out. And there is a big confusion in the context of the relationship. Oh, dating, I can't go give you money. I can pay for the first date or the restaurant you go. These are your values. So I want you to put down these values of yours. Again, what are your interests? See, in as much as you want to learn to know somebody, the person is also willing to know you. I don't want to go on a date with somebody, the person is so boring. I ask a question, I don't have any answers. And probably I'm the one only talking. That will be one-way traffic. So get to know your interests. What are the things you love to do when you are free? You spend your time doing. What are your hobbies? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? Get to know who you are. Knowing who you are gives you confidence. It makes you feel good in your skin. It makes you feel bold in you. You know your personality. Some people are introverts, some are extroverts, some like the crowds, others don't like the crowd. Be able to identify what works for you before you engage somebody in the name of dating, or you approach somebody in the name of dating. So, knowing your values, what you are looking out for, know your value, your interests, your personality, and so on and so forth. The next question is, what are you looking out for? Is it a long-term relationship or a short-term relationship? Is it a marriage or not marriage? Is it the one you are looking for, that is my life partner? You should be able to know from a start. So when you get to the relation, the person says, oh, I'm not looking for marriage. You have clear in mind that the person I'm getting to know is not a kind of a match I want to be with. So if you are looking for a flint, know from the beginning, oh, I'm just bored, I want somebody to talk to. That's the motivation behind my dating. I want to step out and get to know somebody. Please know who or what you are looking out for. This will avoid disappointment. This will avoid conflict in the future. So whatever you are looking for, be clear about that. Be clear about that. And please, you owe nobody apology. Yes, you owe nobody apology. So if you are getting to list these few stuff, it's also giving you opportunity to learn about what makes you unique, what makes you who you are. So be able to know what you are looking out for. Once we are able to do this, then you have finished the first step of this dating thing. So now that you know who you are, your strength, your weakness, and so on and so forth, your hobby, things you love to spend time with, you also know your core values, things you cannot negotiate, things that you can't break, things that you hold dear to you. Now you are willing to get to know another person. So How do we start with knowing another person? Sometimes the dating is about going up on a date, get to meet the person for the first time. This is what the whole process is about, getting to meet the person for the first time. So before you meet the person for the first time, obviously you might be having a communication. You talk on the phone, whether you are chatting, you didn't talk. But in this your communication, it is clear that you have to be honest with your expectation. So let that partner know what you are looking out for. You be able to define what you want. What are your values? Can you be able to communicate these values, what you are looking out for, to this particular person that you are meeting? You should be honest about that. Up front, be honest. Some people will tell you, oh, I might push the person away. No. Because the thing is, if you lead others on with the hope that you like them, you want to be with them, they are building bond, and all of a sudden you turn out to be different because of what you hold dear to you. You hurt them. Because when you are disappointed, it means your expectations are not met. The sentiment and other emotions set in with another positive emotion, negative one. So you don't want to be seen that you are disappointing anybody. So you should be able to communicate these things to the person, whoever you are stepping out with. Oh, I want us to go out for a drink and have a conversation. What kind of place do you want to go? Have a conversation. How much budget you want to spend? You should be able to talk about it. Yes, some people believe that when we get into date, it is splitting halfway, 50-50. Do you believe that? Who is actually even initiating this date? If the person who is initiating a date believes that when I initiate a date, I'll take care of the cost, that is fine. But you, if you believe it's just half, let the person know. Besides that, let the person know in your relationship or whatever you're starting slowly. Yes, you want to get to know the person, so you don't rush things. Some people are starting to go on first date with you, they started calling babe, sweetheart, and so on and so forth, and they want you to call them the same way. They change their name on your phone, and they want you to do the same thing. They want to speak to you throughout the whole day, but you have other things doing. And when you don't pick their call, these are some that people we pick their call, we talk them, entertain them. When we are busy, they think we have changed. Yet probably didn't change. You were just trying to appease them. You are trying to, in fact, make them happy against your own work on other things that you have to do. So let the person know, with my kind of work, I'm always busy in the evening. I can make time to talk for 30 minutes, 1 hour on the phone. If you call me, you're not able to reach out to me, can you text me? I'll get back to you. We just get to know ourselves. This is not a workout. Don't take it too personal, too serious. No. And don't be afraid. Enjoy every part of this date. Enjoy every part of the day. So let the person know how frequently you would like to communicate. Yes, when you are available for communicating, let the person know when you are not available. And when we are doing that, we are helping to avoid trouble in the future. If you are going to meet somebody for the first date and you are nervous, it's normal. Feeling nervous is part of the whole thing. But that should not cause you to lie. So you want to have this conversation when we are meeting, the cause involved and how you want a relationship. Now, when you are ready for the date too, what I want you to do is ensure your security. A lot of people take their security for granted. So go on a date in a public space for the first time. Your first date, you're supposed to go and be hanging out in a hotel, hanging out, travel for 4 hours, 5 hours. That I'm coming for the weekend, and when I come, I'll stay over. No. If you are talking to the person, you are cutting feelings for the person. Don't risk it. The father of the person says, oh, my mother is here. Take the phone. Talk to my mother. Talk to my sister. Does not mean you know them. Or send me a photo. I will send you the photo. It doesn't mean you really know them. Take your time. So the first date is meet in a public space. I won't advise that you travel a very long distance. And if you're going to travel that long distance for whatever reason, please get a place you stay. And then in a hotel, the person stay in a different place. We can meet for a specific time, and then we can go back to wherever we are. And this communication, you need to let the person know before you get to that place. You don't get to the place, the person is expecting that I'll book a place for me and you. They say, oh, me, I don't do that. You should know. Then the person gets angry. And because you don't want to see the person angry, you end up doing something that you don't like. That's defy the values that you hold dearly. No. So I will let you know. If I come, it's a long distance, I'll book a hotel. If you don't have your money, the person wants to finance, fine. If you don't have the money, you cannot do that, please, it's not a big deal. Whenever you have money, do that. We can postpone that. It's not a welcome. And don't use your money with the mindset that when I go, you refund it. Unless the person agrees that the person says we give you the money. Then if you give the money, why don't you take care of those costs? I just don't want you to get into a messier or murky situation and the person is playing with your emotions or intelligence. No. So for your own sake, for your own well-being, for what makes you happy, you communicate. We're meeting outside. Yes, we spend 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever it is, let the person know. The people you live with, let the person know who you are meeting. What the name of the person you are meeting. Can you give the name to the people you live with, people you trust? You should know their name, know their number. If possible, you can even speak to your date that, oh, you're coming up, we are where we are visiting them or we are meeting. You have a nice time. It can be. But if you can even let the person speak to your date, let people who you trust have their name, their contact, and number. So in case of anything, where they are even you are going, you need a help, they can come to your rescue. I'm not saying the person you are going on a date is a murderer will kill you. For just safety. For safety. Anything can happen in life. So for safety, we do this with your families. And when you're stepping out now that we are getting to know ourselves, please don't go and impress. Some of you that go in trying to impress people, it's not a good practice. Don't go and impress. Go as who you are. At the end of the day, when people end up in a relationship with you, they are not going to live with the impressed version of you. You're going to be with the normal person, who you used to be, who you are. That's the kind of person they'll stay with. So don't go and impress. Lying about age. You are 30 years, you say, oh,